Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. Nepal enters into the final of SAF Women's Championship, defeating India in a dramatic semi-final this evening, setting up a title clash against Bangladesh. Political leadership involved in heinous crimes and corruption, making a mockery of commitment for good governance. Parties running the risk of weakening rule of law. Industrialists seek for government support in resuming power supply, say the issue had been politicized. Nepal Electricity Authority says power supply won't resume until industries clear dues. And Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party said to lose its majority in the parliament in a setback for Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba based on exit polls. It was one of the most dramatic matches in the history of SAF Women's Championship today. The semi-final match between Nepal and India went into extra time and then into penalty shootout as regulation play ended in 1-1 draw. Nepal defeated India 4-2 in penalty shootout to book its berth in the final of the tournament. Nepal were down to 10 women in the second half as Rekha Podal was red-carded. The game was halted for 12 minutes after that. The first half ended in goalless stalemate. Sangeeta Basfore scored in rebound after Bimala Bika cleared the ball in the 72nd minute. A minute later, Preeti Rai found the net, but the referee ruled out the goal. This was followed by match interruption. Sabitra Bhandari scored in the 140th minute, but as both the sides failed to score any more goals, the match went into penalty shootout. Sabitra Bhandari Samba, Geeta Rana, Sabita Rana Magar and Amisha Karki scored for Nepal in the penalty shootout to take the Nepal side into the final of the tournament. Nepal has remained unbeaten in the ongoing SAF Championship and will see Bangladesh on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. in Dashrath Stadium. Moving on, since the 2022 general elections, political leaders have been increasingly engulfed in controversies related to heinous crimes and corruption. This ranges from the infamous Lalita Niwas land scam, Bhutanese refugee scam, gold smuggling scandal, and in recent time, the cooperatives fraud case. The cases have seen alleged involvement of leaders from both the ruling and the opposition sides. Since October 18, Rashtriya Swatantra Party chair and former Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane has been in custody in connection with the cooperatives fraud case. The nature of allegation on Lamichhane is of serious kind that includes organized crime and of money laundering. However, Lamichhane is not the only leader engulfed in controversy. The investigation on fake Bhutanese refugee scam began some 2 years ago. Since then, 2 former ministers have been arrested in the case. Former Home Minister Balkrishna Khand and former Deputy Prime Minister Top Bahadur Raimaji have been alleged of creating fake Bhutanese refugees. Both of them face charges of organized crimes and crimes against the state. While Khand is out on bail, CPNM leader Raimaji is still in jail. Political leadership have been found alleged in the gold smuggling scandal as well. Former Speaker and Mahavi Center Vice Chair Krishna Bahadur Mahara has dodged custody and is out for health reasons. The gold smuggling scandal also dragged sons of former Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun. All these incidents, experts say, highlight on criminalization of politics.
अनि राजनीतिक कर्मीहरूले नै अपराध गर्न सिकाइएको छ र उनीहरुको एडभाइसमा उहाँहरूले चाहिँ सबै काम गर्नुभएको छ पावरले मिसयुज गरेछ जुन राज्य शक्ति जुन हुन्छ राज्यको शक्ति जुन हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ मिसयुज भएको छ रुल बाइ ल भन्नेलाई मान्छु भनेर पहिला पनि तपाईले बिहारकै कुरा हेर्नुभयो भने एउटा मुख्यमन्त्री नाम भन्दिन म एउटा मुख्यमन्त्री आएर त्यस्तो अपराध कर्मीमा एउटा मुख्यमन्त्री आएर आफ्नै पार्टीको 20-30 जनालाई चाहिँ कारबाही गरिदिसकेपछि क्लियर भएको थियो त्यसकारण यो हुँदै नहुने भन्ने कुरा होइन यो म्याक्सिमम हुँदै गएछन् अबको बेला आएको छ यो केही लेयरको मान्छेहरु गएर रुल बाइ ल भन्ने चाहिँ इस्टाब्लिश भयो भने चाहिँ परिवर्तन आउन सक्छ.
Political parties have also been alleged of trying to cover up for their leaders and influencing investigation. Although the allegation on Ravi Lamichhane is personal, his party has been carrying out activities to protect him. It may be recalled during the arrest of leader Balkrishna Khand, Nepali Congress had spoken on his defense, in fact, and failed to take action within the party against him despite the gravity of the allegation. CPN-UML had also opposed the arrest of its leader, Top Bahadur Raimaji. Analysts say the practice of protecting leaders alleged of serious crimes has encouraged wrongdoers. Apart from these cases, leaders have every now and then been alleged of large-scale corruption as well. The Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, CIAA, in the past 1 year filed cases against 2 ministers. Likewise, 16 municipality chiefs and 11 deputy chiefs face corruption charges as well. These incidents hint at weakening rule of law, and experts warn leaders' involvement in crimes and corruption will only make the public more distant from the parties. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces, why has the involvement of political leaders in heinous crimes and corruption increased? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
सरकारमा भएको नेताहरूलाई कारबाही नै हुँदैन, कानुन पनि लाग्दैन, कानुनको डरै छैन।
आफूमा परेको छैन, गरिब जनताका छोराछोरीमा परेको छ, उनले चाहिँ अपराधहरू लुकाउने पनि गरेका छ, लुकाएका पनि छन्। त्यही भएर
मेरो संगठनले मेरा नेताले मलाई जोगाउँछन् भन्ने दृढ विश्वास भएकाले गर्दाखेरि उनीहरू जे गर्न पनि पछि पर्दैन।
हामीले जे गरे पनि हुन्छ, जसो गरे पनि हुन्छ भन्ने यो एउटा डर नभएको कारणले गर्दा
पार्टीगत हिसाबमा लागिसकेपछि कानुनबाट उन्मुक्ति पाइन्छ, सजायबाट उन्मुक्ति पाउनको लागि नै यो चाहिँ जघन्य अपराधमा राजनीतिक दलहरू मुसेको।
जे गर्दा पनि हुन्छ भन्ने उनीहरूको मानसिकताले गर्दा चाहिँ जघन्य अपराधमा चाहिँ दलका नेताहरूको संलग्नता बढी भएको।
एउटा दलले अर्को दललाई निषेध गर्ने, सिद्ध्याउने त्यो हिसाबले पनि त्यो देखिएको छ।
नेताहरू भ्रष्टाचार गरिरहेछ, पुलिस प्रशासन हाम्रो नेपालको चाहिँ कारबाही गर्न लाग्यो भने माथिबाट नै आदेश आइपुग्छ, यो मेरो मान्छे हो, मेरो पार्टीको दलको मान्छे हो, त्यसै कारबाही नगर्ने छोड्देऊ भनेर।
कानुन सिर्फ गतिपुरा मान्छेलाई मात्र हेपिने काम हो, त्यही हो।
हामीले गर्दा केही हुँदैन भन्ने किसिमको प्रवृत्तिले अफवाहले गर्दा चाहिँ
Now, the dispute related to dedicated and trunk line has surfaced once again. Industrialists say the Nepal Electricity Authority had politicized the issue of pending payments as the authority began disrupting power supply. They have urged Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli to address the issue, as authorities' MD Kulman Khising has stood firm in his stance of not resuming power supply until the industries clear their due payments of 28 months. The authority has directed the industries to clear their due payments of power used between the Nepalese year 2072 to 2075. Industrialists held a press conference today as the authority disconnected power once again and said that the authority had spoiled investment environment. They have alleged the authority of demanding for payment without presenting the actual bill. Meanwhile, authority MD Khising has said the proof of the electricity used was safe in the authority's record and softwares. Industrialists have alleged the government of remaining a mere spectator. They met with Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli today and urged to resume power supply. The authority has claimed industrialists have been directed to clear the dues by all state entities, saying that the issue was 5 years old, which the latter has denied. Productions have been affected in 32 industries due to latest disruption. Of the 49 faulty industries, 7 have agreed to pay their dues in installment. 7 others have taken a stay order from the court against the disruption. The government has said it is unable to create a separate authority for regulation of cooperatives. However, Minister for Land Management, Cooperative and Poverty Alleviation, Balaram Adhikari, explained a unit under the government would be formed. Speaking during an event in the capital today, Minister Adhikari said that the government had reached a conclusion to establish a government-controlled authority, considering the past experience with tussle, in fact, with Nepal Electricity Authority and Telecom Authority.
विद्युत प्राधिकरण, सूचना क्षेत्रको सञ्चार प्राधिकरण लगायतका विभिन्न प्राधिकरणहरू छन्। यिनले गरेका कार्यशैली सरकार र यिनमा भएको भिन्नता र अप्ठ्यारो यसलाई पनि मध्यनजर राखेर अगाडि जानुपर्छ। त्यसकारण छुट्टै प्राधिकरण बनाउने कुरा भन्दा सरकार नियन्त्रित प्राधिकरण बनाउनुपर्छ भन्ने कुरामा हाम्रो मन्त्रालय टुङ्गो अन्तिम पुगेको छ।
The minister said several aspects had tarnished the image of the cooperative sector, despite it being one of the major pillars for economic development. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked you, why has the government not conducted monitoring despite skyrocketing prices of vegetables? 22% voted for option A, not in priority, 60% for B, middlemen in play, and 18% for C, lack of capacity. Here's today's question. What's your take on Minister for Land Management, Cooperatives and Poverty Alleviation's statement of establishing Cooperatives Authority under the government? Your options are A, looking to politicize the issue, B, intention to control, and C, effort to make it effective. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party LDP is set to fall short of a single-party majority after a close-run snap election, exit polls have suggested. The LDP is projected to win from 153 to 219 lower house seats, broadcaster NHK has said. The Constitutional Democratic Party CDP is projected to win 128 to 191 seats. A party needs 233 seats to control the House, meaning the LDP will need to enter a coalition to stay in power. The election was called by the LDP's new leader, Shigeru Ishiba, 3 days after he was selected as the leader of the LDP before he had been officially sworn in as Prime Minister. It comes after a tumultuous few years for the LDP, which saw a cascade of scandals, widespread voter apathy, and record low approval ratings. The party had seen approval ratings of below 20% earlier in the year in the wake of a political fundraising corruption scandal. Yet, opposition parties which have failed to unite or convince the voters they are a viable option to govern. The main opposition party had an approval rating of just 6.6% before parliament was dissolved. Shigeru Ishiba took over as Prime Minister after being voted in by the ruling party following his predecessor Fumio Kishida, who had been in the role since 2021, making a surprise decision to step down in August. The move to call the election came at a time when the LDP is desperate to restore its tarnished image among the public. Ishiba, a long-time politician who previously served as defense minister, has described it as the people's verdict. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.